49-18. How do you feel about that game?
I called it with the 20 points, but it wasn't convincing. I mean, we'll take it, but let's just hope we push from here.
And how do you feel about Pollard's display?
Pollard, it was amazing. It was amazing. Manie Libbok also came to the party, which is a good thing. I think now that we've got the depth now for the polls, we just need to sort out positioning.
I think you can see the difference when Pollard was playing. Kicks were made. Big change for me was to see when Manie came back and he scored 3 points. I mean, that was impressive. I don't think anyone was expecting that, but the guys played well. Tonga played really well. They put us under pressure in the beginning, but we really came through, and I'm chuffed that we won in the end. It was a touch and go at a few stages, but we pulled through.
So honestly, I think today the Boks really did the most. I think Manie was on point. Pollard doing the most with the kicks. We honestly just showed the whole of the country that we can actually kick properly, and I think it was a well-deserved game, and I can't wait to see us in the quarterfinals. And in the finals.
Yeah! And in the semi.
No, fuck the semis, we're going to the finals.
Oh, hi, do I need to introduce myself?
No.
Okay,
go
cool.
ahead, just go ahead.
So what I thought about this game, firstly, obviously from a Springbok perspective, it was a bit disappointing, but then the game holistically was a very entertaining game. So watching a country like Tonga come at the world champs like that is something that is very inspiring. So they would be seen as is it a tier 3 nation, right?
Yes.
Tier 2. Yeah, so as a tier 2 nation to come at the world champs like that, when was the last time you see a team score 3 tries against the Springboks? Obviously those tries that came out of unstructured play, which is something the Springboks need to fix. So we pride ourselves on our defense, but then now the people that are supposed to be calling probably on our defense aren't actually calling it nicely. So for example, we saw Willie Leroux bite a couple of times. We saw Jesse Kriel bite once. We saw Grant Williams as well, showing that he's not a winger. Biting a few times early. His performance was great, but then there's some times where he slipped on defense. So my chat is we attack nicely, not as clinically as we were supposed to be, because what these people did, they make sure that they suffocate us, played us at our own game, at a very forward dominated game, and then when it's time to unlock our back line, they looked a bit nervous doing it. Otherwise, having Handre Pollard back was very beautiful. I didn't think he was going to play that well, especially considering that it's his first game and thinking that you'd be under pressure on a game you wouldn't expect to be, So I would say big ups to Tonga. The Springboks, every time they switch up their squad, obviously there's some holes there that they need to fix. But then that's a fairly young team, so I think it would grow with them. But then I would say big ups to Tonga. To front up against the world champs like that was some beautiful rugby that I watched today. But then the Springboks just need to make sure they clear up those mistakes, those small mistakes, and then also need to finish up on try scoring opportunities, which is the same thing that they did against our island. They didn't finish up on try scoring opportunities. So that's what I took from this game.
I honestly thought South Africa was scrappy as fuck today. We should have won by 45 points. I'm a bit disappointed. We got the points. I had some money on that. I'm a bit worried against France because Penot is the best winger in the world. So we had to up our game. But Manie kicked properly. So up the Stormers, up Cape Town. Thank you very much.
What was I saying?
What you thought about the match?
I think it was very good. Actually, no, it was kind of trash, but it's okay. I think we could have done better. Our team got tired, but it's okay. We still won. That's all that matters. So now we're going to make it straight to the finals and we're going to win. And yeah.
What do you think Malcolm thought about the game?
Malcolm was great.
They haven't played that well against anybody else, so they've definitely stepped up. It was the first time I've got to watch a World Cup match at the Boks play, because I'm normally working really hard. So it was lovely to watch them. I thought the Springboks were good this evening, and Tonga gave them a good run for their money. It wasn't as easy as we probably thought it was going to be, but we got our 2 bonus points, which I think is what we were aiming for. And now we just hold thumbs that it all works out for us to get through into the quarters. Yeah,
and the big debate around Manie versus Handre Pollard at fly-off.
My heart is broken for Manie, seriously. But he came right tonight, and I've got a very strong suspicion they'll start with Manie. in the quarterfinals, and if things don't go well for him, Pollard will be on the bench to come and kick. But Pollard kicked well, he played well, but Manie Libbok has got something very special about him, and my heart is broken for him this week. And tonight I was so happy. He put three kicks.
Very difficult
One
kicks.
easy and 2 very difficult kicks over, and I'm just delighted for him. I'm just so happy because the media have been cruel to him, and South Africa have been cruel to him, in my opinion.
And then, but before we get there, there's a small matter of Scotland and Ireland.
Which we don't even want to think
We're not
about.
guaranteed a place just yet.
No, we're not. So we've got to really hold thumbs that Ireland win.
Oh, there are a few takeaways tonight. One takeaway is that our jobs are not secure, Chief.
Yeah.
Did you hear the analysis that we got there from the fellas and the ladies outside?
I absolutely did. It was wild. Yeah, it was wild. But one thing they said, which I'm hoping for, is if Manie and Pollard could be on the field at the same time, hopefully late into the second half when we're trying to squeeze every point we can get, because now we're moving into the big games and we're going to need all the luck we can get. Given the performance I saw against Tonga, I'm not convinced.
I must also just say, today's match has done little to convince me that we are world beaters. Our performance was sketchy at best. The second half was disjointed, and if we are going to make it into the playoff, I think we need to fix a few things. We played a lot of Copper Stump in the first half, especially in the first half. We played a lot of Copper Stump. Manie came on in the second half. We can argue, Mhlambi, that Tonga was a bit tired, but the running game picked up as soon as it came on.
Yes. And my other takeaway point is our famous defense. We kind of lost it there. And when it came to our set pieces as well, like the maul, we were not strong enough, that we were not dominant. And these are opportunities we need to take, and we need to make sure that we get certain answers for the games that are coming. And we didn't get answers, I feel, in this game.
We need answers, gents. Tell us in your comments, what answers are we looking for from our team?